Guys, so this morning I had to sharpen the saw blade, which I did. This is stuff I use to sharpen it. So I sharpened the saw blade because the other day when I was cutting one of the flitches, I don't know if you can still see the mark, but yeah, right here, I just touched the top of this thing, and this one here also, it's a little worse. So I sharpened the blade, and we're going to see how it's going to cut here now. So what I have is a 10-inch log. I need to, I'm pretty sure this is red oak. A 10-inch log. Let me see what kind of a cant I'm going to get out of this. 7-inch, so 6-inch, 6 or 7-inch boards. Let me see what the length of this thing is too. I don't know if this thing's 12 foot long, and I can put it on the for the lumber or the garage. No, it's only 10 foot. So I'm going to be cutting this thing at the 8-foot mark here so that I can put the stuff on that pile right there. Alright, so 8'3" right here. So it'll be right there. It's a little bit of a nuisance because if I cut it there, there's nowhere to really keep. When you use the dog, I'm beyond where the last stop is. Now even if I put this stop up, it's still not back far enough, so I'm not going to really worry about that too much. I think what I'll do is I'll cut it, and then I'll go ahead and I think I'll cut the boards, and then I'll go ahead and cut that 4 foot off of them. It'll be easier as the way I have it right now. So I raised this up a little bit because that end's really flared. That was the stump end. I have this up about 2 inches here, so it should give me a nice flat cut. I didn't have the saw running this morning, so I need to warm it up a little bit. Really, it's a nice day. It's not really hot out, but it's not that cool either, but still. I don't know what happened to the camera there. The battery says it's good, but for some reason the camera's shut off. Anyway, I've got a 7-inch cant there, and I took the flitches off, threw them on the backhoe because I'll take that to my neighbor. I don't know if it's from the sun was on it and it got hot, but anyway, I cut those two sides off there, and I have them on a toe board, two 1-inch toe boards down at the other end. So I'm going to take them off of there, and I just wanted to show you what the wood looks like. Very nice. This is red oak. You can see how smooth the cut is there too. So that was a nice sharpening there. Nice and straight. So we're looking pretty good with that. It looked like it was rolling. It's not laying flat. You can see a piece of bark right underneath it there and made it back and forth. I thought the cut was crooked at first. Okay, that's good. So because I'm working off that cut on the bottom, I just come 7 inches off the rail and I'll be good for the cant. Now if I can come a little more so I have some space for the saw blade cut first, then I'll do that. You could feel the crank, how nice it's running through the log. The problem with that cut is there's a little bit of wane on there, on the outside edge there, here and here. So I'm gonna have less than 7 boards. I'll be lucky if I get 6 nice boards out of that. But you know, there was a little bit of a bend in the log, not bad, but just a little bit, and that threw me off a little bit. Okay, that's the same size either way I turn it. So let me just start cutting from the top, I guess. Although, maybe I should turn it over and put that wane on the bottom, and then I'll see what happens at the end when it starts cutting. show you the cut. Very nice. Very nice. Nice. Mistake there. If you look at that bottom board, see how wide it is? It's a little too thick. I went 1/4 of an inch in the wrong direction to give myself a little extra, so I'm gonna have to cut. Let me see what I got left there. I got 2.5 there. So I'm going to pull some of them boards down this way, and then I'll set up on the saw, and then I'll have to recut that second board, or that last board. So I'm going to cut 8'3". So it's a 10 foot, almost 10 foot. It won't fit in the kiln the way I have it set up for the next load. So I'm going to cut that off there, get rid of those boards, and I'll trim out that bottom board, and the 1, 2, 3, the fourth board down needs a little trimming as well. I get my chainsaw. Okay, so I got those 8-footers there that I'm going to be putting on top of the skids, the stickers over there. Okay, I moved them back a little bit so I could get a better hold of them. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 1 inch off the bunk rail. So they're laying nice and flat at the moment, which is good. So I should be able to just cut that and not have any problem. The other wood I put over there in a pile. So those 2 boards look good there. Tell you what, one thing about Pennsylvania, we've got some nice red oak. I mean, that was only a small tree there, a small log. 1 knot in that. But man, that's some nice looking stuff. Gonna make a lot of nice looking furniture out of these things. Molding, all kind of things. So, I'm gonna put that on my pile. And then I'll pretty much be I'm done with that. I gotta take this lumber or the firewood over to the neighbor and I want to get cleaned up here again. Man, it's getting hot. It's a little afternoon. It's very warm right now. Have a good one, guys. Guys, I just wanted to show you one other thing here. I told you I sharpened this blade, and I just did before I cut that log. What I wanted to say is, one of the ways you know that the blade is good and sharp is when you put your thumb on it, you should be able to catch your thumb. You shouldn't be able to just drag it over top. Okay, it should actually grab a hold of your fingerprint, actually. Now that's when you sharpen it. Right now, it is going to run over because it's taking the sharp edge off, just cutting the one log, the very sharp edge. But it still cuts really good. That's the point. But I'm saying when you're done cutting, you should not be able to just run your thumb over top of the thing and keep going. And you should make sure that every single one of them grabs a hold of your thumb print and won't let it go. Now, I'm not talking about pushing really hard here. I'm talking about a very light touching of the blade and moving so that I can't really move my hand or my thumb. If you have any questions about sharpening, or you want me to make another video of sharpening, I made a whole bunch of them. Look at the latest ones that are sharpening, not the earlier ones. I mean the ones that I just did, because those are better. The more I do, the better I get. And it would be the same for, I think, anybody else. Anyway, like I said, have a good one.